Hello, can you guys hear me yet? Mic test 1 2 1 2. All right, sweet. What's up, guys? Captain Blaster blasting at ya. We're gonna continue the info play, I guess. We're gonna continue going through Combat Evolved and doing the and going through just fun facts and information that I happen to know about the game. Uh, so yeah, we're gonna be continuing that on. So last stream, I started losing my voice towards the end of it. It is in fact a sinus issue. Allergies are hitting me like a freight train. As you can clearly see, my voice is mostly back in working order. It feels a little sore still, but I've got some honey, I've got some hot tea, and some water and stuff to kind of help with that. So that should definitely help. I still feel fine. Surprisingly not tired despite being up till 8 in the morning. The perks of having ADHD. So speaking of which, ADHD is all over the place. Collecting thoughts. Thoughts mostly collected. It's less of a train of thought and more of like 5 trains and all the conductors are screaming. Alright, we're starting up on... We're just going to go ahead and get right into it. Go into the library. Same there. Yep, that's about par for the course at this point. Surprisingly, my chats are coming in very quickly. Maybe it's a sign that my internet is actually being nice for once. All right. So now I get to share some fun facts about 343 and about this mission. So, this mission, the library, was a huge deal, not just in the Halo community, but in the gaming community in general, for 2 big reasons. 1, this is historically known as one of the most annoying and tedious campaign missions ever made. Number 2, this is one of the very first campaign-based games to implement an infinite spawn system. Basically meaning that the enemy will continue to spawn out of certain locations indefinitely. Meaning, you can't just sit there and clear out the enemies. You have to keep moving without killing them all. Which is something that some players have difficulty with, and I am turning this down. My TV is loud. Niece put me in makeup today, and I have no clue how to feel about it. The frosty blue kids makeup. Oh gosh! As a big brother who had to sit through that, I understand. I understand. Oh, that's better. Alright, so there's Sparky. 343 Guilty Spark. Oh, he's not doing the thing. So if you shoot him enough, felt so heavy and sticky, hated how it felt more than anything. Yeah, understandable. Both me and my dad have been victimized by my sister and her friends in the makeup sense. So, I get it. No. Alright. Oh, I hate these things. The carrier forms are super annoying to me, and part of what makes this mission so flippin' annoying. So yeah, if you shoot 343 enough times, there is a rare dialogue option, or a rare dialogue that he will say, where he will tell the chief to please stop being human. Not necessarily a fun fact, but just something funny that you can hear if you shoot 343 enough times. And there's the infinite spawn system. Enemies will just continue pouring out of that. I'm just gonna ignore the bulbous thing following me. What's up, Sparky? These little ones are part of the primary reason I find this mission so annoying. Granted, the carrier forms are most definitely my least favorite enemy to fight in this game. Besides, you know, active camo elites with energy swords. Because why did that have to be a thing? Hi. Bye. So, a difficulty note. The little infection forms, when they hit you, will die. Or when they jump on you, they will die, because your shield will destroy them. That being said, they take a small portion of your shield when they hit you. The portion of the shield that they take away when they touch you depends on what difficulty you're on. On a higher difficulty, they take more of your shield away, and it only takes 3 or 4 of them jumping on you to completely disable your shield. Which is, it definitely adds a level of difficulty to a game in which you're being swarmed by numerous enemies. Like so. There's a wall there. Probably pay less attention to talking and more attention to, you know, not dying. See, even on lower difficulties, the flood can still be a problem. Even for a veteran. Mostly because of how flippin' numerous they are. But they pop out balloons, which is hilarious. Should probably trigger the checkpoint here. The security doors have sealed automatically. I will go access the override to open them. So, this is part of what made this mission so notorious and so annoying. Where Sparky just kind of flies off and leaves you to fend for yourself every once in a while. It's not too bad on lower difficulties, but on higher difficulties, it feels like forever. Which is part of what makes this one of the longest missions in the game.
You brought such ineffective weapons to combat the fog, despite the containment protocols.
Now, this is one of the missions where the new graphics actually cause a bit of an issue, as there are certain bits in this level that you can just walk through the walls in. Because rather than just actually adding a wall, into the actual mission, they left the old walls and updated them with new graphics. As you can see, this bit here, I can go through it. It is not a solid object, because they literally just threw it on top of the already existing wall with the updated graphics. They didn't actually edit anything. That being said, we still love this game, because it's a classic. And as I'm sure I probably mentioned in the first video, this game is considered to be one of the forefronts of modern FPS. Without the existence of this game, a lot of the big-name FPS games would not have become as popular as they are. And we would not have gotten the fun-to-fight advanced AI bots that we now have in games like Halo Infinite, or other modern games that use bots. That, I'm gonna be honest, I don't play a lot of online games that use bots. Oh shit! Yeah, so that glass can break.
This installation's research facilities are
So this mission was a massive innovation, as I said before, because of the infinite spawning systems. It forces players to keep moving, and it gives a sense of urgency to the player, making the mission that much more difficult and actually feel a little more rushed and scary. Oh, I forgot how many enemies there are there. So on a higher difficulty, so on this difficulty, I could have totally just charged into that group and taken them out pretty quickly. On a higher difficulty, you do not want to do that. You want to let the Sentinels kind of wear the enemy down a little bit before challenging them. Because, yeah, this game is, in my opinion, the second most difficult game in Halo to beat on the highest difficulty. This is a save point, so while I have a chance, my computer is being an issue. I love the name of that chapter. Wait, it gets worse. Alright, my computer is back, now that it's no longer trying to shut itself down. Kicked my ass when I was younger, yeah. This mission This mission is brutal. I mean, this game is pretty brutal on the higher difficulties. This bit right here. Not many people probably noticed it, but the design, not that bit exactly, it's not like a copy-paste, but the design of that little corner piece there is reused in Halo 2 in the Sacred Icon mission. It is of similar design to the way that corner piece looks, but different enough that you would never be able to tell that it is based off the corner piece from this game. That's one of the things I always found fun about the Halo universe, is each game built on the last one, especially in terms of designs. Ooh, talk about an explosion. So, each of these doorways here, we're at what is called gate number 2. So each of these doorways here is referred to as a gate, canonically. There are 7 of these gates, because Bungie loves the number 7. So they tried to put it into the Halo universe whenever they could. Also, you can, in fact, totally just go around that way and jump from bit to bit using a grenade jump to get from there to there to there and just skip this little bit here that I'm about to do. It is 100% possible, and I have used it when trying to do speedruns. That being said, I am not good at speedruns. Is this the point where there's a rocket flood that comes at me, or is that later? Because there's a rocket flood that will become an issue, especially on higher difficulties. So, another fun little tidbit, and a helpful hint for if you're playing on high difficulties. If you stick one of the bulbous carrier forms with a plasma grenade, it'll kill all the infection forms inside the carrier. And that's why you should keep a shotgun handy, because it is going to be your best friend when fighting the Flood in this game. So the floating light bulb here is an asshole, for one. Number 2, this was not his original form.
Please wait here.
None of the monitors were designed as monitors. They are actually, similar to how Dr. Halsey cloned her brain to make Cortana, the monitors are actually cloned from, living Forerunners. 343 Guilty Spark, I don't remember his original name, was at one point a real thing. Well, a humanoid creature, I should say. A real humanoid creature. Fucking sinuses. I'm sorry if you guys hear my sniffling at all. Sinuses fucking suck, and it's the middle of winter. Yeah, I hate sinuses. So, this is the only game that has the Flood in it. Actually, no. Yeah, no, this is the only game that has the Flood in it that did not feature an animation for when the Flood reanimates a Flood corpse. Actually, I don't think Halo 2 featured an animation for that either. So this is one of the only 2 Halo games that have the Flood in it that did not feature a reanimation when the Flood infects a corpse. I need to find a health pack here soon. Don't apologize for your body not being in tip-top in the middle of winter with allergies. Yeah, I tend to apologize for a lot when I don't need to. It's a bit of a habit of mine. It's more of a, I just hope it doesn't get annoying if you guys can hear the sniffling. Oh, hello. Explosion. Just gonna nope right out of there. No health pack there. No. Stop that. Do not. No. So every once in a while, that thing is not happening with me being up here. I do recommend just kind of stopping up on top of one of these. It gives you a chance to kind of just not move for a little bit and thin out some of the enemies that are chasing you. That being said, you have to be careful of it because you can get swarmed pretty quickly if you're standing one spot. Again, the infinite spawn mechanics coming into play. So, during the events in which Chief is doing this, Antonio Silva and Melissa McKay, in the Halo the Flood novel, are in the process of trying to get information out of an infected Wallace A. Jenkins, who we saw in the last mission, during last stream. We saw his helmet. He was among those that got infected, alongside the captain and the rest of the Marines in that group. Minus Johnson, because Johnson escaped, because he's a badass, because he's Johnson. The infected Jenkins, however, it is noted that Jenkins maintained some control over his mind. While he had no control over his body, the Flood infection form that infected him did not have enough strength to take over his mind. The canonical reason for this that is given is that the infection form that infected him was still weak from having been in stasis for so long. Jenkins is interrogated by the Marines and later dociled and taken along with the Marines. Or the ODSTs, I guess. So, another really fun fact, because I believe we are getting close to where his corpse is. His corpse does not appear in the MCC version. It appears as a Flood-infected corpse in the original Combat Evolved for the original Xbox, and I believe it's still on the PC edition if you have the original PC edition of Combat Evolved. Once you get right before the 7th gate, there is a dead Marine. That Marine is somebody that I mentioned last stream, towards the end, Sergeant Marvin Mobuto. Mobuto was the first person that Spark tried to help navigate through the library. Chief was not the first. Mobuto was the first person, the first human on the ring, actually, to make contact with 343. Marvin Mobuto is in fact a badass and got a nod of respect from the Master Chief. Chief gave this guy a nod of respect because Mobuto fought through the library up to the 7th gate. And if you've seen what I've gone through so far, that's pretty impressive, considering the fact that he does not have, he is not an engineered super soldier, he does not have a badass set of armor to wear, nor does he have an energy shield to protect him. Sorry, I'm like, words are hard right now. Brain is functioning well. System rebooting. Blaster.exe will be back up and running in just a moment. Alright. So, right down there, that's a terminal. To get there, you have to grenade jump over these ledges, like I pointed out earlier, to get over there. Again, you can use that method, you just go around and skip this hallway. I'm not going to do it because it is a little time consuming. But it is easier than just trying to fight through all the flood on a higher difficulty. I am taking that rocket launcher because rocket launcher. I missed both shots there. So another aspect of this game that I found very fun was that every once in a while you will come across parts of the game in which you will be forced to backtrack a little bit or kind of retreat like what I did, where I came into this area then backtracked to hide behind these pillars, I guess. Who's gonna win, the shotgun or the fist? Like Sosuke from Full Metal Panic. Bring a shotgun to a fist fight. I believe this is the spot. It appears as a flood corpse in MCC, but I believe this is Sergeant Marvin Mobuto right there. So, it's not this point yet. There's a bit where you can go through the wall. It's a great example of how they just added textures on top of the already existing walls in this map, or in this level. Now, this level is not as bad during your second, third, or any playthrough after your first. This mission is not as bad. But the first time you play this mission, you will hate it. And it will be the bane of your existence during that playtime.
I will deactivate the security lock. Wait here.
So, something I like to do in this mission is when I get to this point, I'll hide, like right here. And just kind of funnel the enemies to me. This is very, very helpful on a higher difficulty. Because you just funnel all the enemies into this little corner here and then shotgun them. And the shotgun is a pretty much insta-kill on any difficulty against the Flood, as long as you get up close. So, as long as you can keep it reloaded and just kind of aim strafe like I'm doing now, you can stay pretty relatively safe. Not the most effective method, but it's the method that works for me. Also, I do find it enjoyable to just look at the pile of corpses I've made. That was incredibly demented of me to say. Oh, door's opening. Rockets for the rocket launcher. Yeah, the Sentinels are not of much help in this mission. They do a little bit on normal. All they're really good for on Legendary is just kind of thinning out the herd a little bit for you and distracting the enemies. So at about this point now, should be about the time when McKay and Silva and the other ODSTs are planning an attack on the Truth and Reconciliation, the Covenant ship that we entered earlier to go rescue Captain Keyes earlier in the game. When you have that many enemies, it's inevitable. Yeah. Much like Thanos, it is inevitable. No. Hello! That took me a second to react. I need to work on getting my reflexes back up to par. I think part of the reason my reflexes have gone down is because I stopped playing PvP. Though getting into Fortnite has actually helped increase my reflexes again and get me back into the competitive side of gaming. It's sad that I have to admit that Fortnite is the reason I've gotten back into competitive gaming. Is this the one where it jumps out? Oh, that'll be the next one. There's one where you go through the tunnel, come out, and then there's an enemy that jumps out on top of you. So at this point in time, as Chief is doing this, there should be around 400-ish humans still alive on the ring. Well, that happened. Yeah, so there should be around 400-ish UNSC personnel left on the ring. Most of which are badass ODSTs. Two of which are Pelican pilots. At this point in time, all but 2 Pelicans are completely inoperable. Now keep in mind, the Pillar of Autumn had a crew of 100,000. When the Flood was first released, which would have been about in-game from the point that we're at now in the library, that would have been about 10-ish hours in-game has gone by since the Flood officially released on the ring, if I remember correctly. there were close to 20,000 Marines still alive at that point in time. That's how quickly the flood spread and caused damage. So at this point in time, there should be around 400-ish Marines, I believe. Okay, I have the book next to me. I'm going to double check that real quick. As soon as I get a chance to rest. Alright, I'm just going to pause it. Oh. That's a good stretch, too. What phase was this? Should be around there. It was Yayap, by the way, the grunt that saved Zuka Zamami. It was, in fact, Yayap. I went back and I read through some more of the book to double check on a lot of the information. Okay, it's a little after this. Alright, I can't find the exact thing, but I think it's around 400 Marines are left at this point in time on the ring. So, those Marines... I'm pretty sure that number's incorrect. I feel like that number is incorrect. Now, I'm second guessing myself. Okay, the point is, there's not a lot of UNSC personnel left. And at this point, a good majority of them... I think I'm supposed to go this way now. A good majority of them are all concentrated at the makeshift camp that the ODSTs had established earlier. So, Silva and McKay are now planning an assault on the Truth and Reconciliation, like I said earlier, and are preparing to take over that ship to repair it and use it to get home. Meanwhile, we have Chief going through this little bit here. At the same time, other squads of Marines scattered around the area are now regrouping and trying their best to survive against the onslaught of the Flood and the Covenant. So this is about the time where Locklear and the others would be, and the other primary survivors would be teaming up. Sergeant Johnson would be meeting up with the other surviving squads at this point in time. And I died again. Chaos is ensuing across the ring. This would also be about the time where the events of the comic book detailing what happened, how the shipmaster lost his two mandibles during the battle on board the Covenant ship Infinite Succor. I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that. I think it's Infinite Succor, not Succor. I forgot I had this. Like an idiot. Just deal with that. I think I'm getting close to the home stretch. Ooh, that's a bulbous. Oh, this might actually be the home stretch. Yes, this is the home stretch, actually. This bit was the most difficult bit for me on Legendary. Because basically just run is about your only option to do here.
The energy barrier surrounding the index will deactivate when we reach the ground floor.
Ugh.
You may now retrieve the index. Protocol requires that I take possession of the index for transport. Your organic form renders you vulnerable to infection. The index must not fall into the hands of the Flood before we reach the control room and activate the installation. The Flood is spreading. We must hurry.
I am continuing with the rule of no speaking during cutscenes, so. Also, while that cutscene was playing, I went and grabbed some beef jerky, because why not? This is my makeshift dinner.
Which means that any organism with sufficient mass and cognitive capability is a potential vector. Is something wrong?
I love this cutscene.
Nothing.
Splendid, shall we? Unfortunately, my usefulness to this particular endeavor has come to an end. Protocol does not allow units with my classification to perform a task as important as the reunification of the index with the core. That final step is reserved for you, Reclaimer. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, really?
Cortana.
I've spent the last 12 hours cooped up in here watching you toady about, helping that thing get set to slit our throats.
Hold on now. He's a friend.
Oh, I didn't realize. He's your pal, is he? Your chum? Do you have any idea what that bastard almost made you do?
Yes. Activate Halo's defenses and destroy the Flood, which is why we brought the index to the control center.
You mean this?
A construct in the core? That is absolutely unacceptable.
Sod off!
What impertinence! I shall purge you at once!
You sure that's a good idea?
How dare you? I'll...
Do what? I have the index. You can just float and sputter.
Enough! The Flood is spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses, we can wipe them out.
You have no idea how this ring works, do you? Why the Forerunners built it? Halo doesn't kill Flood. It kills their food. Humans, Covenant, whatever. We're all equally edible. The only way to stop the Flood is to starve them to death. And that's exactly what Halo is designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all sentient life. You don't believe me? Ask him.
Is it true?
More or less. Technically, this installation's pulse has a maximum effective radius of 25,000 light years. But once the others follow suit, this galaxy will be quite devoid of life. or at least any life with sufficient biomass to sustain the flood. But you already knew that. I mean, how could you?
Left out that little detail, did he?
We have followed outbreak containment procedure to the letter. You were with me each step of the way as we managed this crisis.
Chief, I'm picking up movement.
Why would you hesitate to do what you've already done?
We need to go. Right now.
Last time you asked me if it were my choice, would I do it? Having had considerable time to ponder your query, my answer is not changed. There is no choice. We must activate the ring.
Get us out of here.
If you are unwilling to help, I will simply find another. Still, I must have the index. Give your construct to me, or I will be forced to take her from you.
That's not going to happen.
So be it. Save his head. Dispose of the rest.
Look out.
Was not paying attention. I was coming back through the book. I was trying to find the exact number of Marines left at this point. I will continue combing for that during cutscenes. Oh,
We can't let the monitor activate
also,
Halo.
be
We have to
careful.
stop
You
it.
can
We
totally
have to
walk off
destroy
that.
Halo. According to my analysis
I have
of the
done it
available
before.
data, I believe the best course of action is somewhat risky. An explosion of sufficient size will help destabilize the ring and will cut through a number of primary systems. We need to trigger a detonation on a large scale, however. A starship's fusion reactor
So,
going critical would do
this
the job.
mission is truly
I'm going to search
the
what's
mission
left of
I
the Covenant
hate the
battle net and see if
most
I can
in the
locate the pillar
entire
bomb and crash
Halo
site.
video game
If
series.
the ship's fusion reactors are still relatively intact, we can use them to destroy Halo.
Actually, this mission might be tied for my least favorite mission, or my most hated mission, with the first Arbiter mission on high difficulties. All the fucking needlers in that mission. Alright, so here's a fun little bit you can do here. I don't know if this is on purpose or not, but if you open the door and stand right in front of the shield, the enemy acts like you're not there. They very clearly see that I'm there. As you can see, that grunt fired a shot at me. But they just kind of wait until they can get behind the shield to shoot at you. Just a little side note.
I haven't located the crash site yet, but we need to buy some time in case the Monitor or his Sentinels find a way to activate Halo's
All right.
final weapon without the Index. The machinery in these canyons are Halo's primary firing mechanisms. They consist of 3 phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous. I can't even begin to calculate the pulse's range. So, if we damage or destroy these generators, the Monitor will need to repair them before Halo can be used. That should buy us some time. I'm marking the location of the nearest pulse generator with a nav point. We need to move in and neutralize the device.
Okay, dokie. So, yeah, if you go up there, you'll find a sniper rifle and a magnum up there. Quite useful. It's not exactly a hidden thing, but it's something that not a lot of players use very often. How did he not die from a point-blank shotgun? I like to try and pick enemies off from up here. Kind of thin out the herd, less enemies to deal with later. Nailed him as he fell. Oh! Barely missed that. Alright. So we want to go up there. This is the first mission in the game in which you can... Well, the second mission in the game in which you can fly a Banshee. The first mission in which you can do that... Oh, could you stand still, please? I just... Fuck me!
The machinery in these canyons are Halo's primary firing mechanisms. They
I
consist
really
of
just
3
did that.
phase pulse generators that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into space. The power levels are enormous.
Screw
Can't
that
even
wall.
begin to calculate the
And that
total
one.
range. So,
Also, that's
if
really
we
cool to
damage
look
or
at.
destroy these generators, the monitor will need to repair them before Halo can be used. That should buy us some time. I'm marking the location of the nearest pulse generator with a nav point. We need to move in and neutralize the device.
Alright. Taking the Magnum. Mighty Magnum for the win. Let's go. Let's not fuck myself over this time. Oh, trust me, that'll continue happening. That will continue happening. Welcome to my life. You? Where did Needle come? You can't run. I'm the chief. So, literally, this mission is just going backwards on Assault on the Control Room. It is, like I mentioned earlier, my most hated mission. You'll understand why later. This is also the first mission in the game in which you are fighting both Flood and Covenant at the same time. Oh! Doing a little spinny spin. See? Texture difference. I just layered over it instead of actually making it part of the wall. Though in this case, they made it thinner than what it originally was.
Wait, we should commandeer
This bit's
one
gonna
of
be a
those Banshees.
bit
We'll
tricky
need it to reach the pulse generator
do.
in time.
That is going to be the main issue. I fear high-ranking enemies more than I do the tanks. Trying to think of any more fun facts that are going on about this time. Actually, at this point in time, what's left of the UNSC forces on planet Reach are starting to regroup. Now, there's not much left on Reach. Alright, asshole. Let's dance. On higher difficulties, that is a sortily. Nope. Now, in this mission, there is no backup under there that you can rely on. Though it does make a nice little hidey hole if you need a little spot to rest on Legendary.
Good. Let's get moving. The nav point marks our target.
Alright. We're just gonna fly right up here. Deal with them. So this is gonna be the easiest of the 3 generators to take out. The other 2 are both nightmares to deal with. Because you have to get into this little room and then get back out alive. Getting out alive is the problem.
That's the pulse generator. The center core is the signal.
Because you have to use your shield as the way to
Objective
destroy that.
accomplished. The pulse generator has overloaded. Scanning. The generator's central core is offline. Well done.
And it gives you a fresh Banshee.
The second pulse generator is located in the adjacent canyon. Move out and I'll mark the target with a nav point when we get closer.
This is the first appearance of the fuel rod cannon in the Halo franchise. It is not wieldable in this game, but you can use it in the multiplayer on PC. Though I believe it was added as a wieldable weapon in the PvP modes for MCC.
Head through that door.
Also,
That's the way to the next
they
canyon.
explode in campaign, so you can't use them. Much like how the energy sword disappears once it falls. Yes, I am human. Come fight me. So during this event... Oh, I hate this bit. During one of these hallways, there is a rocket flood at the end of them, and it is annoying enough to be named as a whole different type of unit, and not just a rocket, a flood holding a rocket launcher. And here's the flood. On higher difficulties, if you just let the flood go without fighting, they can kill. The AIs will kill off each other. This field marshal here, on the higher difficulties, will kill the majority of the flood for you if you just let the flood and him fight. Little tip for legendary run there. Elsewhere in the Halo universe, this is going to be about the time, if I have my timing correctly, this is going to be about the time where Dr. Halsey escapes from June's watch and takes a ship of her own to go to planet Onyx. This is about the time where the remaining Spartans on Reach are trying to get off. Edward Buck has arrived on Earth at this point, and what few survivors did manage to get off Reach during the initial battle have officially arrived on Earth. That being said, if I remember correctly, about this point in time, despite the best efforts of Chief, Keyes, and everyone else here, the Covenant do manage to get a hold of information about Earth. Oh, that's a sword guy. I do not want to engage him in close quarters combat. Also, I do kind of want to wait for my shields to charge up. Oh, sword guy dead. Yay! Don't have to deal with the sword. On higher difficulties, you most definitely want to just kind of run. Try to conserve ammo whenever possible. Drag them all to me. Getting the enemy into a choke point, highly useful on the lower difficulties. Not recommended on higher difficulties. You'll want to go more stealthy. Though, firing off a shotgun shell here and then running that direction can help to drag all the minis this way while you run off in a different direction. I don't think there's anything up here. I got an itch, so I'm gonna itch that real quick. Okay. Oh, it's this bit. At the end of this at the other end of this hallway, there is in fact. Oh shit! Enemies. There is a rocket flood. Right there. Yeah, rocket flood. The most annoying enemy in this game. Almost, not quite as bad as the Jackal snipers in Halo 2. The bane of my existence. One thing that you will find all Halo players have in common is a hatred of Jackal snipers. Oh, shit. One of the few points of the game where you really don't want to rush it, and you'll want to kind of clear out enemies as you go. Like, you also don't want to keep still at all, especially with that Banshee overhead. I got very lucky there. I'm just gonna run through all these guys. And sit here for a second. Alright. Do. And look at this. Neat little detail. I always found that cool. They did that. All the fleshy bits everywhere. I brought that thing closer to me. Trying to remember if I can trying to remember any production notes about the flood and stuff to try and share. Because that's kind of the whole point of me doing this video, is finishing the playthrough of Comet Evolved, as well as share fun facts and information that I happen to know. And I'm trying to think of more for this mission, but I can't think of anything else in particular. Other than this was one of the, if I remember correctly, this was one of the last missions that was finished, as in all the details of it was finalized. Because I'm pretty sure the two missions after this one were both finalized before this one was. if I'm remembering that correctly. If you thought the flood was scary now, wait till I start driving the vehicles. So, a little fun fact for the flood. The flood learns from each new thing that it infects. So, whenever the flood infects a living creature, the intelligence of that living creature gets added to the collective intelligence of all flood. So, the more creatures they infect, the more intelligent the flood becomes. As the flood continues to gain intellect, they will gather bodies.
Okay.
This
take
is
care
an
of the
attempt to
next pulse
create
generator.
a protoform, or a commander form. This proto-Gravemind form is the first step to creating a Gravemind, which is basically like a hive mind for the flood. Gonna fall back a bit here. Basically, they amass large amounts of flesh within a singular location, and that becomes, that singular mass of flesh kind of molds into the Gravemind. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the ammunition out of this. Fuck. I flipped it. Very easy to do in this game. Okay, Banshee is down. Accuracy of the Ghost Gun is not great, but it does boast some considerable power behind it. Fuck it. Alright. So now we find this. Where this warthog came from. Unknown. Other than the fact that it's here. So at this point in time, what's left of the UNSC on the ring are scrambling. The Covenant is in shambles on the ring right now. And Supreme Commander Thel 'Vadam, who is in charge right now, is trying to focus all his attention on the flood. Thel 'Vadam is the commander of the Covenant fleet that's here. That. Thank you. fly up a little bit. You cannot fly all the way up, by the way. In case any of you were wondering, I've tried. Now, it is possible to get soft locked at this point in the mission. If all the Banshees in this area are destroyed, you will be locked out of getting up here. Oh, this game is so long. I need coffee. Also, there's a battle going on in here, so I'm going to let that run a little bit. Because I don't want to deal with fighting all those enemies all at the same time. Alright. That should have taken care of most of the enemies in here.
Did it. The pulse generator.
Okay, this is a very dangerous spot to be in with such little health. Yup. This is going to be very, very difficult to pull off with how little health I have right now. Alright. Damn it, it didn't trigger.
That did it. The pulse generator overloaded. One more to go.
There we go. Yeah. That's part of why I hate this mission so much. On legendary difficulty, that is incredibly difficult to do.
I've located the Pillar of Autumn. She put down 1,200 kilometers upspin. Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered up. The systems on the Pillar of Autumn have fail-safes even I can't override without authorization from the captain. We'll need to find him, or his neural implants, to start the fusion core detonation. One target remaining. Let's take care of the final pulse generator.
Oh, shit. Okay, I don't have to do that again. Is the thing destroyed? Or do I have to... Fuck me! Is it destroyed already? It's shaking a lot. You know what? I'm just gonna go out and see if it triggers the checkpoint. There's a lot of dead bodies in here, so.
I've located the Pillar of Autumn.
Yep,
She put down
good.
1,200 kilometers upspin.
we're good.
Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered up. The systems on the Pillar of Autumn have failsafes even I can't override without authorization from the captain. We'll need to find him, or his neural implants, to start the fusion core detonation. That tunnel leads to the next section of canyon. The final pulse generator we need to destroy is through there.
Gonna go right past all that. You guys starting to see why I hate this level? I hate this level. Fucking rocket flood! And I went the wrong way again. Like a genius. And this is on normal difficulty. Imagine how bad this would be on legendary. Fuck you, Grunt.
Pillar of Autumn. She put down 1,200 kilometers upspin. Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered up.
Watching the Grunt
The
body
systems on the
fall.
Pillar of Autumn have failsafes even I can't
Found that funny.
override without authorization from the captain. We'll need to find him, or his neural implants, to start the fusion core detonation. That tunnel leads to the next section of canyon. The final pulse generator we need to destroy is through there.
Shit! The other one got me still. I remember to turn myself around this time. Yeah, the damn rockets are an
Located the
insta
Pillar of
kill.
Autumn. She put down 1,200 kilometers upspin. Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered up. That tunnel leads to the next section of canyon. The final pulse generator we need to destroy is through there.
He got me again.
I've located the Pillar of Autumn. She put down 1,200 kilometers upspin. Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered up.
And I went through the pain of trying to
That
beat this on
tunnel leads to the
legendary.
next section of canyon. The final
I
pulse
did,
generator we
in
need
fact,
to
beat this
destroy
game
is
on
through there.
legendary. Made it. End of purple plane. Oh, I have to hit the button. Alright. I don't remember if there's anything over here at all. I don't think so. There's a lot of flood in here. So at this point in time, the vast majority of the ring is now being affected by the flood in some way. The flood is now taking over Covenant ships and attempting to leave the airspace in the area. Felvadam, who we will later know as the Arbiter. Ooh, that was close. is ordering his ships to focus on flood infestation and get rid of them. And keep the flood from spreading and leaving the ring. So special operations teams are being sent to the Truth and Reconciliation right now. At the same time that the ODSTs are preparing for their escape. And so the special operations teams are going to the Truth and Reconciliation to try and blow it up. Keep it from being used by the flood. They were trying to repair it as fast as possible to get the ship in the air so the flood couldn't repair it and use it. That plan is failing. Very much. So Spec Ops teams are trying to infiltrate to destroy the ship. The other big issue that they are having is that several ships within the fleet are now being infected by the flood, including the Infinite Succor, like I mentioned earlier. Those ships are now turning on each other and firing at one another. I'm going this way. The enemies deal with each other. Oh, could you not? Just kinda... As you can see, the field marshal there is, holding his ground. Holding his own. Here we can see a field marshal in his natural habitat being surrounded by flood as they tried to eat him. They are now mad at me. They have gotten bored. Now, notice how combat forms for the Flood are mostly Sangheili elites and humans. None of the jackals or grunts. So what is implied by this? Okay, I have no viable weapon right now. Nor access to a viable weapon. Nice! Love the game soundtrack. So that's where we need to go. We have to go all the way to the other side of the canyon to grab a Banshee. I'm gonna try to speed run that. There's some ammunition and stuff here. I'm gonna grab. So if you do this correctly, you can get the ghost right up there. Just drive it right on over to a Banshee. Shit, there's a rocket launcher there. The ghost took the brunt of the impact of it. Shit, the ghost got in my way. And off we go. Just that easy. Now, there should be sentinels spawning that we have to deal with. Yep. I'll try to take these out from a distance, because their weapons, while they don't do much to the Flood, they do a lot of damage to you. Okay. Plenty more ammunition. And another shotgun. Yay. Okay, this mission is now just about over.
Final target neutralized. Let's get out of here.
There we go.
Let's find a ride and get to the captain.
No, that'll take too long.
You have a better idea?
There's a teleportation grid that runs throughout Halo. That's how the monitor moves about so quickly. I learned how to tap into the grid when I was in the control center. Unfortunately, each jump requires a rather consequential expenditure of energy.
Something tells me I'm not gonna like this.
But I'm pretty sure I can pull it from your suit without permanently damaging your shields. Needless to say, I think we should only try this once.
Do it.
Now it's time for the mission keys.
The Covenant network is absolute chaos. From what I've been able to piece together, their leadership ordered all ships to abandon Halo when they found the Flood, but they were too late. The Flood overwhelmed this cruiser and disabled it. The Covenant are terrified the Flood will repair the ship and use it to escape from Halo. They've sent in a strike team to neutralize the Flood and repair the ship for immediate departure. I've got a good lock on Captain Key's CNI transponder signal. He's alive, and the implants are intact. There's some interference from the cruiser's damaged reactor. I'll bring us in as close as I can. Oh, I see. The coordinate data needs to be... Right. Sorry.
Alright, I am going to pause it real quick, because I'm going to down a 5-hour energy. Probably not the best idea when I'm also drinking coffee on top of that. Ugh. 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 That is the gross one. Ugh. Bleh. Alright. Onwards towards victory! Also, I love that little bit with Cortana about the teleportation.
Don't be a fool. Leave me.
Captain? Captain? I've lost him.
So at this point in time, Captain Keyes is, well, you'll see soon. What's left of the UNSC personnel, as of right now, will soon be on their way to this location. Silva, McKay, and the ODSTs arrive here at this ship
Analyzing damage.
just
This hole
after,
was caused by some kind of explosive.
like mere minutes
Powerful if it tore through
after
the ship's
Chief
hull.
leaves
All
this
I detect
area.
down there are pools of coolant. We should continue
As
our
of right
search
now,
somewhere else.
Silva believes that the Chief is dead.
Let's get out of here and find another way back toward the ship.
Yeah, see? Look at this. For whatever reason, that thing doesn't think I exist right now. Because it's on the other side of the shield. And I'm not. Or, I know what I was saying, not what I said. Words are hard. English is hard. A shotgun. That is a shotgun. Perfection. That is true perfection. I'm taking that instead of the assault rifle. Alright. I hate this little canyon bit that's coming up here soon. There's a very narrow passageway that you have to go through, and a lot of enemies that spawn in it. So, elsewhere in the Halo universe right now, this is be about, during the events of this game, is going to be about the time where what's left of humanity's main fleets are going to be gathering at Earth. Man, my nose itches. Alright. Alright. So this is the little narrow walkway bit that I was talking about. I'm gonna try to run through this as fast as I can. And it's probably not gonna go well for me. Knowing my track record for trying to do things fast.
We should head this way, towards the ship's gravity lift.
If I can do it just fast enough. I was not able to. damn it, I have to go through all that again. This thing is not good for sharpshooting. So something that some veteran FPS players may have noticed about this game, or older players may know about this game that most newer players don't, is that if you're paying close attention, the reticle isn't actually at the center of the screen. The reticle is actually slightly towards the right. And that was a thing that mainly Halo did. I can't think of too many other games that did that. Watch the elite panic. Hello. I need another gun, please. This'll work. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, I got a checkpoint this time. Alright.
We should head this way, towards the ship's gravity lift.
I hate this little canyon spot. But if you can do it fast enough, you can in fact just kind of skip through all the enemies. And they all despawned. If you can get to this point here fast enough, they all despawn. That's what I was trying to do earlier, and I failed. Don't bother picking up the sniper rifle here. It's not going to do much. In fact, it's not going to do anything except to damage the Covenant. It's not going to do anything against the Flood. Now, you can see the Hunters are actually putting up a fight. Hunters aren't just a terrifying enemy for the UNSC to deal with. The Hunters are also terrifying for the Flood to deal with, because the Hunters are Hunters, and the Hunters are powerful as shit. Alright. Attempting! Hi. Bye. See you later. Excuse me. Pardon me, coming through. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's bad. Just gonna... checkpoint hit. And there goes the gun. So that gun is incredibly useful, especially if you're playing through this on co-op. If you can secure that gun, you can basically create a choke point here, where the Flood will pour out from this corner. You can just, one after another, knock them out. Hello. I was wondering why there weren't as many Flood. It's because they're all just kind of standing up there. Oh, I stuck the infection form. Okay. Now, the unfortunate thing here is that you can't actually kill any flood that you manage to get past the guns. So you're kind of a sitting duck, which is why this method works best if you're playing co-op. Oh, did not mean to. I didn't mean to jump back into that. That should take care of that. And the music kicks in. Mighty Magnum! All is bright with the world once more.
Power's leakage rate is significant. There's the gravity. Ship's reactor should already have gone critical. It's still operational. That's our way back in.
So I'm going to attempt something here that may or may not work. Alright! Success!
We should be able to get into the ship's control room from here.
Okie dokie. So now this is where we're going to start seeing evidence of the proto-grave mind forming. And, okay, for a second I thought my game froze. See a lot of Dead Covenant around here. Oh, game is... Uh-oh. Is MCC having an issue? Okay. I mean, it's probably about time to get a new Xbox here soon. This is the first
The Covenant battle
release
is a mess.
Xbox
I
One
can't access the ship's schematics. My records indicate that a shuttle bay should be...
that I'm playing on. And it's a special... Part of the reason I've held on to it instead of getting the new Series X is because of the skin that I got for this Xbox, or the wrap I got for it. It's a Hatsune Miku Project Diva
in
wrap.
corners. The Flood are gathering bodies here.
Yep, so if you were paying attention, they're gathering bodies in the corners. They're trying to create a grave mind at this point. by gathering sufficient mass to form it. That's what I was trying to stop. Now, the biggest thing that adds an element of challenge in this mission is, again, infinite spawn points. Utilizing an unlimited spawn system at certain points here worth it. Made it in time. Have an overshield now. Trust me, an overshield is very helpful in this area. Close quarters combat with the Flood, not necessarily something you want to engage in. I did not mean to fall down here this road. Usually I throw a grenade down there first to get rid of the carrier forms. This is one of those points where you just kind of have to go and not worry about a whole lot. Ah, explosions. Ah, the back of my neck itches. Out of my way, please. Don't touch me. Chief doesn't do autographs, or handshakes, or hugs. Certainly no hugs. Chief doesn't like hugs.
We should be able to reach the control room from the 3rd level.
I gave you an order, soldier. Now pull out.
He's delirious. In pain. We have to find him.
Why does the back of my head itch so much? Or the back of my neck, I mean. Just gonna ignore them. Oh, hello. Well, that didn't work out in my favor. So probably something that a lot of you already knew, that I'm gonna say anyways. Ranking system within the Covenant is kind of shown by the color of the armors. Blue is just your basic level, low ranking elite. Red is a major. White is an ultra, then gold, and then cyan. And then black colored armor typically is representative of Spec Ops. That's methane gas that's leaking from these, by the way. That green stuff, if I remember correctly. should probably say I'm not, like, an expert. I just happen to have a lot of knowledge, and I'm trying to share as much of it as possible. Now, if you want someone who truly knows what the heck they're talking about, go watch Hidden Xperia. Shout out to that man. Oh, would you knock it off?
The control room should be this way.
That's a lot of power. A lot of firepower there. Okay, where am I? Okay.
The control room should be this way.
Trying to think of more fun facts to talk about.
Captain, these vitals are fading. Please, Chief, hurry!
So there is a terminal. If you're going through collecting the terminals, there is a terminal that talks about keys in his situation. Enclosed space with high explosives. Not fun. Oh, that's... Nope. Don't want... Nope.
The control room should be this way.
I could have sworn there were more flood than that. Alright. That did not go the way I wanted to. Gonna let them kind of fight each other off. A little bit. Place your bets. How long you think that elite's gonna live? Fairly long, apparently. Until I decide that I don't want to watch it. Oh, that's a lot of blood. It's a lot of blood. Lot of blood. Lot of blood. Lot of blood. Lots of explosions. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Nope. No close. Don't come any further. No, thank you. Not interested. No autographs. Cutscene activate, please. Cutscene activate, please. Cutscene activate, please. Cutscene activate, please. Fuck! I fucking suck. So many fucking enemies in that room. Okay, this time's going much better than last time. Or not. I'll just go right past here. There we go.
No human life signs detected. The captain, he's one of them. We can't let the Flood get off this ring. You know what he'd expect. What he'd want us to do. It's done. I have the code. We should go.
We need to get back to the Pillar of Autumn. Let's
Poor
go back to the
keys.
shuttle bay and find a ride.
That's what it looks like in the original graphics. Yeah, you can kind of see... Oh, shit. I was paying too much attention to it. You can see other faces in there as well.
We need to get back to the Pillar of Autumn. Let's go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
I'm gonna... get some distance here. Gotta pick them off from a range standpoint, instead of letting them get close like that. So many fucking enemies to deal with. This is why it's called the Flood. Because they assault you in waves, like a flood. They may not be the strongest enemies ever, but they overwhelm you in numbers. Much like any other type of zombie in any other type of media, one by itself, not that bad. Multiple coming at you all at once, that's a problem. Alright. Spec Ops! Like a pain in the ass to deal with on the higher difficulties. I actually managed to nail one of them with a plasma grenade. Nice. Yeah, lots of explosions in that little room there. Oh, sinuses are hitting me. You still there, Roxas, or did you log off for the night? Shit!
We need to get back to the Pillar of Autumn. Let's
Shit!
go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
I fucking hate this mission. And I'm supposed to be good at this game. Not. Got the fuel rods explode. Hello. Goodbye. Please don't come again. In the words of Simi, no. Just regular Cell from DBZ Abridged, if you insist. Yeah, I just pulled that DBZA reference. Shout out Team 4-Star. Kind of an obscure reference. I don't know how many people actually have seen DBZA. Let them fight each other. Fantastic idea, me. Why did I do that earlier? I've been using that method the rest of the game. Oh, hello! And how are you doing today, sir? Not well, since you're dead. Could you not throw grenades at me, please? I do not appreciate it. Oh my gosh, there's so many elites! Not a whole lot, there's like 4 of them, but they're all Spec Ops elites, and they're very fast and do a lot of damage. This room sucks because it doesn't have a lot of cover that I can use to hide from them. Oh, it doesn't help that I'm not good at this game.
Let's go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
I used to be so good at this game, and now I suck. This is just on normal difficulty! Streamer's luck. I do all the badass things when I'm not on stream. While on stream, I'm lame. Bit of a risk there, but let the enemies fight each other. Oh shit, now I'm in the same situation I was. The elites got in and they're not dead. Fuck, out of grenades. Almost had ammo. I got plenty of ammo. Just out of grenades. They're a little cubby. Little hidey hole. There we go. First try, let's go. That was a joke, in case nobody got that.
The captain! His vitals are fading! Please, Chief, hurry!
What do you mean his vitals are fading? He's already dead! What the fuck? Is my game glitching out? Probably is. hope he's dead. He is dead. Alright.
Perfect. Grab one of the escort banshees and we'll use it to return to the Pillar of Autumn.
So now, gotta make your way down to grab one of those banshees that landed over on the other side there. Trick is to see if I can... Okay. Shortcut this a little bit. Oh shit. Shooting at me. Timing just right. Got it! Huzzah! Victory for Bastard. You know, trying to play this on only like 3 hours of sleep from the night before, a lot more difficult than you would think. Also, it helps that I'm just not good at games anymore. Comes with getting old. I mean, it doesn't help that I'm not good at games anymore. Alright, on to the final mission, and I've got quite a few fun facts to talk about for here.
This thing is falling apart.
It'll hold.
We're not gonna make it.
We'll make it.
Pull up! Pull up! You did that on purpose, didn't you?
We need to get to the bridge. From there, we can use the captain's neural impulse
Alright.
to initiate
So,
an overload of the
During
ships.
this point in time, the ODSTs, led by Silva and McKay, are getting on board the Truth and Reconciliation. At the same time, Johnson and other survivors are arriving here at the Pillar of Autumn and are fighting their way through the Autumn, same as what Chief is doing now. They will escape on a Pelican. Also, as I was going through the book, I was wrong about the there not being any Pelicans left. At the point where I said that there are no Pelicans left earlier. There are actually 2 Pelicans. Well, 4 Pelicans still flying. 2 being used by the ODSTs. Those don't last for too much longer. Plus, Foehammers is still up. I forgot about Foehammer. And the one that Johnson's team escapes on. Because I'm an idiot and lack of sleep, and mostly just because I'm an idiot. Oh, and game in. So there are 2 hunters in the next room. This is gonna be fun. Hi! Hello! What's up, bitch? Come here! Come here, yeah, that's right! Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed again. Got it. First try. That's grenade. I'm dead. You know, I probably should have moved instead of just staring at the grenade. Like what that elite just did. Only he could tank the damn grenade. Did one of the elites just get stuck by his own teammate? Bet you can't stick it.
The bridge. We made it. Let's get to work.
Shit. Could you stand still, please? Thank you.
I need you to upload me into the control systems. The terminal is located next to the main view screen.
Okay.
I leave home for a few days and look what happens. This won't take long. There. That should give us enough time to
Ugh.
get to a lifeboat and put some distance.
Most of the remaining fun facts and stuff that I know about here is just stuff from the Halo
I'm
novels
afraid that's out of the question.
and extra lore that's going on at this point in time.
That you would imbue a warship's AI with such
So there's not a whole lot of super fun information left. Oh, I didn't mean to skip that cutscene. Kinda hit it without thinking.
The ship was heavily damaged when it crashed. Head to the cryogen. We should be able to get to the engine room through there.
This is one of many armories on board the Pillar of Autumn. The fact that this ship is still holding up after a crash like that is pretty dang telling of its engineering ability. And how strong this ship is. I'm going to go back into this little corner here and just chill out over here for a minute. And siphon enemies towards this location. Because now, tons of enemies are going to come from that direction. Also, there's a terminal right there. Officer John 117. Master Chief Petty Officer John 117. The Master Chief. Like I said, a lot of enemies coming from that direction. Trying to charge in through there, not recommended. Done it before, didn't work out. Oops. I accidentally tried to reload while next to the terminal. Only dead. Yeah, that elite is dead. These are both ultras. And, his head is, like... So that's what it looks like here. In the old graphics. In the new graphics, the neck doesn't stretch properly because of the way the, armor design is. So it looks as if he has no head, but in reality, right there. Also, it's a lot blockier than the old. So, something to be careful of here. Hunters will follow you into these tunnels here. And when they do, it is scary as hell. reactor down. Number 2. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here, boy. Come here. Come get some. I'm out of... I can't hide. Got him. Fuck, elite. I mean, I'd rather not fuck the elite, but, you know, fuck, there's an elite. Shit, flood. I went the wrong way. Yeah, I went the wrong way. That was not the way I was supposed to go. All right then.
Located. We're here. Alert! The monitor has disabled all command access. We can't restart the countdown. The only remaining option is to detonate the ship's fusion reactors. That should do enough damage to destroy Halo. Don't worry, I have access to all of the reactor schematics and procedures. I'll walk you through it. First, we need to pull back the exhaust couplings.
See?
That will
This is
expose a shaft that leads to the primary fusion drive core.
Okay, there should be some active camo enemies in here that I am not going to deal with. So I'm just going to grab the rocket and go. Alright, let's see how fast I can get through this part. Knowing me, it's probably going to go very, very terribly, and then I'm going to go to bed after this stream because I am tired as fuck. 3 hours of sleep. I've been running off caffeine pretty much all day. 3 hours of sleep last morning. Plus an 8-hour shift at a gas station. And now... Oh, hello. I'm staying up till... It's almost 3 in the morning now.
Good! Step 1 complete. We have a straight shot into the fusion reactor. We need catalyst explosions to destabilize the magnetic containment field surrounding the fusion cell. Use an explosive. I recommend a grenade or rocket. If you run out of explosives, there is an armory station located near the engine room's entrance. Analyzing. Fusion reactor number 1 destabilized. Use explosives on the other 3 reactors. That should be enough to trigger a wildcat explosion at the entrance.
Yeah, and what are you gonna do about it, Sparky? As Cortana said earlier, you can just float and sputter. She has the activation index. Okay, I'm gonna not stand here. Come on, come on. Ah, there we go. Need a little leverage, and I failed to jump. Every once in a while in this game, when you go to move and jump at the same time, it will not register that you hit the A button, so you just move and not jump. I took a really awesome screenshot once of that moment there, going through that doorway. I wonder if I should still have that photo somewhere. Probably somewhere on my computer. Oh, I should post that to my YouTube as a YouTube image. Or a like an advertisement for my channel.
Keep it up. Only one more fusion reactor to go.
Oh, fuck off, Sparky. Nailed it. Shit. I'm gonna have to do all of it all over again. Okay, now what? Oh, there's a third one? My shields are already gone. I need to increase the sensitivity for the aim. This is very slow and not keeping up with what I need it to be at. But I don't feel like changing it, I'm too lazy. Yeah, that's probably half my problem. For why I'm not doing too well. Is that the look sensitivity is so fucking slow. Shit, I missed. I fucking suck. Do not! Stop that! And of course I fucking
Only
missed
one
it.
more fusion reactor to go.
Can you guys just stop existing, please? Can I hit anything? I'm gonna die again. Yup. Let's try it with a different weapon. Hey, now there's more of them. Hey, the game's just fucking with me at this point. And my shields are already gone. And I can't retreat anywhere. Hide. And I'm already almost gonna die. Yup. I don't know if I can beat this. I'm second guessing myself now. The fuck just happened? Now I can't even get out of the damn spawn. Oh, skill issues. Maybe I really should change the look inversion. Not inversion, look speed. Thumbstick sensitivity. how about I not miss my shot this time?
Keep it up. Only one more fusion reactor to go.
Okay, here come the Sentinels. Let's try to not miss. Okay. Let the Sentinels lay down. Okay. I also like dealing with you. Nope. Stay away. Don't touch me, I'm sterile.
That did it. The engine's gone critical.
Shit.
Okay, we should have 15
Bad
minutes to
position,
get
bad
up to
position,
him.
bad
Don't
position,
have
bad
much
position.
time. We should
Let me
move
through, let me through, let me
outside
through.
and signal
Oh.
right now. Accessing schematics. There's a service lift at the top of the engine room. It leads to a Class 7 service corridor that runs along the ship's dorsal structure. Hurry!
I think this is the wrong direction. Fuck! Don't mind me just not knowing where I'm going and losing my fucking mind. Not that I ever have. Okay, I hope a checkpoint hits here. Because trying to take this elevator is going to be difficult as shit. As I said, this is going to be very difficult. Oh, I got him! Nice. Alright. So, at this point in time, in terms of lore, as the Pillar of Autumn is now exploding,
Cortana to Echo 419.
there's
Come in,
only
Echo
2
419.
people left on the ring at this point in time.
I read 555. The Pillar of
Master
Autumn's
Chief
engines are going critical,
and
Foehammer.
Foehammer
Request
are the only
immediate
2 left on the ring.
Approach the crash
This is
site
because
and
the
ready to pick us
ODSTs
up
have
at
all
external
died off.
access junction 4C as soon as you
Silva
get my signal.
was attempting to take that Covenant ship, the Truth and Reconciliation, to Earth with the Flood still on board. He was hoping for the glory of discovering a new alien species and that he would get all the credit for it. McKay decided that this was a no-go and blew up the engines, killing herself,
We have 6 minutes before the
destroying the
fusion
ship,
drive
and killing the
detonates.
entire
We need to
ODST.
evac now. Activating final countdown timer. When it reaches 0, the engines will detonate. The explosion will generate a temperature of almost 100 million degrees.
So,
Don't
all the ODSTs are dead.
when they close.
This was also after she killed Jenkins. Jenkins lunged at her. Other Marines attempted to attack Jenkins. McKay told them to step back. McKay noticed what the others didn't, that Jenkins was not actually lunging to kill her. Jenkins was going for her pistol. She then put the pistol to the infected Jenkins' head. Jenkins sat there willingly. And McKay put a round through Jenkins' head, ending Jenkins' misery. And then, yeah, so that happened. Oh, fuck. Why they made the Sentinel beam so powerful that it moves the Warthog? I don't know. Yeah, fuck me. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Yup. Skill issue.
We have a Wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion core. The engines must have sustained more damage than we thought.
So, hitchhikers may be escaping
We have 6
convicts.
minutes before the fusion drives detonate. We need to evac now.
This is actually a
Activating final
reference.
countdown timer.
Or,
When it reaches
that's
0,
not a
the
reference.
engines will detonate.
there is a reference to the name of this.
Negative, negative.
Anybody know what just happened there?
Wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion core. The engines must have sustained more damage than we thought.
Okay, attempt
Analyzing.
number 3, I
We have
guess.
6 minutes before the fusion drives
Wow, I
detonate.
just suck.
We need to evac now. Activating final countdown timer. When it reaches 0.
Negative, negative. We have a Wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion core. The engines must have sustained more damage
Skill
than we thought.
issue.
Analyzing. We have 6 minutes before the fusion drives detonate. We need to evac now. Activating final countdown timer. When it reaches 0, the engine will detonate. The explosion
Wait,
will
that
generate a
is
temperature of
slow.
almost 100.
And I still died because there was a grenade there.
Negative,
Apparently.
negative. We have a Wildcat destabilization of the ship's fusion core. The engines must have sustained more damage than we thought.
Analyzing. We have 6 minutes before the fusion drives detonate. We need to evac now. Activating final countdown.
I missed when I was actually
When it
good.
reaches 0, the engine will detonate. The explosion will generate a temperature of almost 100 degrees. Don't leave your engine closed.
See, actually playing the game is not my strong point. Having vast amounts of knowledge of the Halo lore, that's what I'm good at. So this is the infamous Warthog run, and a little bit of information here. This is not possible. Now, what I mean by that is that it's not possible for this roadway. Fuck, it happened again. And I'm gonna die again, most likely, because I suck. Because skill issue. This thing does not turn on a dime. So what I mean by this not being possible is the length that you drive during the Warthog run does not match up with how long the ship is in length. I don't remember the exact length of the Halcyon class cruisers, which is what the Pillar Bottom is. It's a Halcyon class cruiser. But the length of the ship compared to the length of the Warthog run does not match up. Meaning, it is actually impossible for this to exist. Also, if something this long were to go across the length of the ship, don't you think it would be, noticeable in the physical structure of the ship? And yet, when you look at the ship, you don't see any of this. Granted, this could be inside the ship. Now, there is another part that I'm going to point out as to why this can't exist and why it can't be happening. I'll point out here soon. There's actually 2 reasons, and I did not go over that fast enough. Oh, there's another Warthog here. I'm gonna take this one instead. I don't feel like turning that other one around. Right here. This is one of the reasons why this can't exist.
This is where Bowhammer
There's
is
just a
coming to pick us
massive,
up.
gaping
Hold position
fucking
here.
hole in the middle of the damn ship.
Cortana to Echo 419. 2 Covenant Banshees are approaching on your 6. Evade. Say again.
Because
Evade.
it goes down that way. You think you would notice this in the ship schematics, but if you actually look at the ship, there is no fucking hole in
Echo
this.
419.
Just a little
gone.
oversight there.
Calculating alternate escape route. Ship's inventory
library shows one longsword fighter is still docked in Launch Bay 7. If we move now, we can make it.
Alright, so now this is where things get difficult. There is a time limit here. You can, in fact, fail this if you're not fast enough. I somehow managed to max that time limit before. Of course, that was back when I was younger and first time playing. Now I don't have the time I used to spend in this game. So yeah, this Warhog run can't have actually taken place, canonically. And the novel does kind of fix the game's rendition of it. I can speak English. Also, there's this. Why would that exist in the ship? Right into the fire. Also, this little bit right here, that little hallway there, that is seen in Red vs. Blue, Season 11, I believe, during a training course that Washington makes Tucker run. A little fun fact, they took imaging from the campaign. Alright.
We're cutting it close.
Here we go.
So breaking my rule to say, after escaping, Chief does pick up Linda's cryopod. Also, if you beat the game on Legendary, there's a additional cutscene where Johnson and an Elite are seen fighting, and then as the pillar explodes, they hug it out. But, Chief will go and pick up Linda's cryopod after this. Because they just kind of find it in space, I guess. The pod, I'm pretty sure, has a tracker on it, canonically.
Shut them down. We'll need them
And
later.
that's how they pick it up, is what I'm assuming. It's never actually stated. And then after picking up Linda, Chief meets up with the Pelican crew that escaped the ring, and they get onto a Covenant ship and use that to escape this area. Excuse me, sorry. Oh. It is a good thing I did not finish this last night, because that was an additional 3 hours of gameplay.
Scanning.
I would have been up till
Just
8 in the
ducks and
morning.
echoes. We're all that's left. We did what we had to do for Earth. An entire covenant.
And I would not
armada
have gotten the
obliterated
3
in
hours of
flood.
sleep I
We had no
did
choice.
end up getting.
Hey,
Instead, I would have only gotten 1 hour of sleep before I had to get up and get ready for work.
I think we're just getting started.
And this is the scene that started the whole Chief doesn't show his face joke. And wait for it. This is beautiful background, by the way. Love looking at the stars. Oh, it didn't show it. Oh, because you have to be on... It has to be the Legendary. If you beat it on Legendary, 343 is shown floating through that. Through space. So... As I said I would do, I finished the game with more fun facts, though I didn't have a whole lot of fun facts this time around. I used a lot of the fun facts for the earlier missions. I hope you guys enjoyed my little fun fact thing. I'm going to continue doing this for every Halo game. I'm just going to play it on casual difficulty. Just normal difficulty. Just play through it casually and just kind of spout fun facts and information and stuff. I am going to gather some more fun facts and information for Halo 2 when I go through that. I'm going to see if I can find some more production information about how the game was produced and some of the background knowledge there, so I can share some of that with you guys when I go through Halo 2 instead of just going through mostly lore. Because I noticed that a lot of the fun facts I was going through here, I was relying on lore that was happening at the same time as these missions to kind of make up for fun facts that I didn't have. So I am going to do some extra research for when we go through Halo 2. So some quick announcements here before I log off for the night, because as much as I would love to keep streaming, I am very tired and very exhausted, and I do need to at least try to get some more sleep. I really need to start taking better care of myself. So, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I am working on getting another collab with Stickfig and Trizome. We want the three of us to do a Fortnite collab at some point in the near future. I am still working on VTuber model stuff and theming and designs and stuff for the channel. Eventually, I will have that stuff ready. It's very slow going. I have a lot going on in life right now, and yeah, it's going to be going slow. I hope you guys stick with me and continue to support me. It's going to be a while before I can get that stuff done. So, I am planning to get more variety stuff going. I am working on securing a webcam as well. I want to start doing some more, like, I guess, flesh stuff instead of just disembodied voice. I want to do some more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, like some actual, like, physical dueling with friends with actual cards. I don't know if I'm going to just have that be a Twitch exclusive or if I'll up that to YouTube as well. I have other games and stuff that I am planning to get ready to do as well. Shadow of War will be coming up soon. I do plan on continuing both Scarlet Nexus and Sword and Fairy playthroughs. I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow or not. Tomorrow's kind of iffy. If I don't stream tomorrow night, I will stream Saturday night. And even if I do stream tomorrow night, I will probably still stream Saturday night. So I think that's my official schedule for now, is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday nights are streams. And then either Wednesday or Saturday is going to be the fourth stream for the days, for the week. So that's the important stuff I want to get out of the way quick before I logged off for the night. I'm going to go to bed and try to take care of my physical health and such. So, adulting, yay. Ugh. I hope you guys enjoyed, because I'm definitely going to continue doing this. Roxas, thanks for joining, and thanks for all the chatters who came to watch, and everyone who came to watch after the fact. So, yeah. Hope you guys continue coming back to support me, and I look forward to actually getting good quality content out there for you guys at some point here soon. So, have a good night, morning, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Hope you have a great one. Go out there and be happy, and blah, 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 all that bullshit. And yeah. Captain Blaster signing out.